Let's just hope we don't queue into Buggy. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We haven't done a video in a while, so this will be our first video in some time, but we're going to come at you with set 12 cards, and we're going to introduce the new Silver's Rayleigh deck to all of you. So this is one of the new leaders out of set 12. Really good meta set. Going to really shake up the meta, and we're going to get into it right now. All right, you guys, so before we start, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? So let's get into it. All right, so we got the new Silver's leader from the set 12. This card is, this leader is just amazing. I love the artwork. First of all, it's just, let's get a close up on that artwork. Luffy in the background, super detailed work. So this reads, under the rules, you cannot include cards with a cost of 5 or more in your deck. So you're limited to 4 and under. But that's a really good balancement for this deck, because the deck could be a little bit broken if it didn't have that. There's a lot of searching in the deck, that's why. So activate. Main, once per turn, you may reveal 2 event cards from your hand. Up to one of your characters with 4,000 base power or less gains the plus 2,000 power this turn. So the theme of this deck is making your weenies into big, powerful monsters. So let's get into the star of the deck, which is this Luffy here. Makes the deck playable. Without it, the deck wouldn't be what it is. So if you have a total of 2 or more given down cards, this character gains plus 2,000 power. On play, you reveal 2 events from your hand. Play up to 1 red character with 3,000 power or less from your hand. Then give up to 1 rested down card to your leader or one of your characters. So you're basically going to be using this card to get big swings in that you probably normally wouldn't be getting on a big swing. So it's just a really, on small creatures like this. So it's really vital for playing more creatures, because it says, like it says, you may reveal 2 events from your hand, which this deck does easily because of the leader effect, and you're playing a lot of events. Play up to 1 red character with a cost of 3,000 power less from your hand, which is, like I said, you're going to be spamming bodies on the board, and then it makes up for tempo by giving that Dawn under a creature. So the heart of the deck for sure. Beautiful alt art. And then we have this. This is going to be a Straw Hat package because you want to see the Luffy. If you don't see this Luffy, it is hard. Kind of like how Sanji and Pudding is in green purple. So we'll play all the Straw Hat cards. This is the Searcher. This is the we all know this Sanji. And then we play these 2 2Ks. This is for Silly. This is a aggro 2K, and then this is a defensive 2K. So this is the Straw Hat package, you guys. This is for getting rid of pesky creatures, versatile spells, and their Straw Hat. So pretty standard. You can probably play 3 of the Mole Pistol if you want and take something else out of the deck, but pretty standard in the deck. You can play like 3 Gatling or 3 Mole, whatever you like better. If you want to see it more and you find it more for like your local shop or whatever the case may be. But that's the Straw Hat engine. You want to really see that Luffy and that Nami helps you. And then these are obviously really good techs in the meta. And then we have the 4 Boas, which is really good in this deck for searching, and it being 3,000 is important because it makes it easier to get to 5,000 and match certain leaders with your own leader effect. And then it says activate main. You may trust this character to give up to 2 rested down cards to your leader or one of your characters. So amazing search card for the deck. So searches your Luffy or your red events. And then just powerful card. Definitely insane. And then we got the 4 buggy searchers. This deck's full of searchers. We're playing a full 16. So let me just lay it out for you guys so you know why this deck is so powerful. And of course, like I said in the little intro of how we do not want to queue against Buggy. You will have a bad time if they play the Shoe Buggy, which they all play the Shoe Buggy. So you'll have a bad time unless you use your little creatures to get in there. But that matchup is brutal, and I just think they need to check that Buggy deck. Really unbalanced deck, to be honest. But that's a different topic. So you're playing this deck. The main selling point is your 16 searchers. So keep that in mind. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal 1 Luffy or event. So these are basically the same. The Shakuyaku and the Boas are essentially same cards in a sense. And we all know Buggy searches 1 drop that searches your events. And then get into what makes it really what makes this deck the Silver's deck is the gimmick is to show the 2 events in your hand. So these are the events that you're going to usually be showing, and they're versatile. So this is like all 2Ks. They're like 0 cost spells that have main effects sometimes, right? This one's really good because this is a main. You may give 1 active down cards to your silvers Rayleigh, and then up to one of your leader or characters gain plus 1,000 power during this turn. So really, really good card. And then there's a counter as well, up to one of your characters or silvers Rayleigh gains plus 2,000 power during this battle. So it's a 2K 0 cost that has a main effect. This card's really good as well as a 2K. They're not creatures, but they serve the purpose of 2Ks plus really powerful effects. And this is like your Diable Jambe. It says main. You may give 2 active down cards to one of your silvers Rayleigh. Your opponent cannot activate blocker when the card giving these down cards attacks during this battle. So just amazing 0 cost spell in general. So these are, like I said, these are the cards that really make the deck. You're going to be searching them a lot with all your majority of your search cards that aren't Nami, of course. So keep that in mind. Nami isn't searching these. It's going to be all these 12. So theme of the deck, cookie cutter stuff. You want to search a lot, and then you want your bodies that search to swing and trade off. And then you want to finish the game with, bigger creatures like the Luffy, and then somewhat bigger, which is the Zoro, the Rush Zoro. So, and then she's pesky too. So your opponent's always kind of like struggling to get rid of the board or chase your life. They don't know what to do. So the deck overall, I give it like on a tier scale, maybe A tier. Nowhere near S, of course, but definitely a good meta choice if you like consistency and you like a deck that can really pick out your opponent's hand when you're swinging for 5. So swinging for 6 isn't too hard with the deck as well. So yeah, we're gonna do a Zoro deck for you guys, so stay tuned, and we will have another video for you guys on the Zoro deck. So thank you guys stuck through the video. Catch you on the next video.